Hi, I'm Samee from Samee's Pizza Getti here in Rockwall, Texas. Probably one of the best towns I ever lived in. We have a family restaurant on one side. We have a neighborhood bar on the other side. It's kind of like Cheers of Rockwall, we've been called. Moved here about 2001. Started bartending at Applebee's. Worked for Applebee's for a long time, and then went to bartend different places. Managed and bartended at Galway for about 4 years, and worked at Crawlers for a little bit. So been in this community for 19 years, and love every bit of it. Love this community. I love the challenge of it. When I took over Pizza Getti, I remember it had no sales. The owner was ready to go. People before that, they never made it. And I remember taking it over. I had to look for investors, and I remember nobody's like, "Hey, Samee, we got your back, but not that place. There's no way you're gonna make it." So that challenge right there of being able to create a place or making something successful that nobody think is possible. That the challenge of a restaurant is everything. To be able to create an atmosphere that people can call home. That's to me. That's what drives me. Well, there's a funny story where Cameron, which is 19 now, first year in college, he was 1 year old. We lived in North Dallas and Plano and everywhere, and we want to settle down out of the apartment living and want to find a home in a smaller town. We walked, drove across the lake, and it is a funny story because I told him, this is great. Every summer we can go over here, go out in the lake, and I think I've been out in the lake last 19 years about 5 times. So, but yeah, we came in, and I was like, this is nice. It's a beautiful place. Rockwall was much smaller then. It wasn't that big of a city. It was a small town. Still have the small town feel, but it was just much smaller. And then I started working at Applebee's, and I started meeting the people, and I realized that this is home. So I was working at 2 different Applebee's. I was helping out with the one in Rockwall, and I just fell in love with people, to be honest. The struggling part, it's rough. I think it's faith over fear probably says it all from, and it probably be that in my mind. I never knew what faith over fear really meant until the last 3 months. So what kept me going through the hard time was my employees, making sure that they were employed, making sure I didn't lay anybody off, making sure I didn't cut their hours. It was hardest thing for me would have been even thinking about. I get emotional thinking about it right now, but telling someone that has been there for you and helped you to be where you at, and tell them, hey, sorry, I no longer can afford you. So my motivation to build a business up on to-go and delivery and make sure that I don't fail was mainly my employees. What I like about Rockwall Business Community, like any other one, is we have each other back. We don't compete with each other. We want the best for each other. Lee Wells, Sideways, all the small, businesses in Rockwall. They, most other places, like, other cities, other towns I've worked at in the restaurant business, like I said, I've done this for 37 years. They all compete. They don't talk about each other. They don't promote each other. They don't talk good about each other. They're all very competitive. Rockwall is different. Rockwall, we all have each other back. We want the best for each other. We want all of us to do good, and we help each other out to do good. And with that kind of mindset, it actually works, because we all realize there's enough business to go for all of us. If we just have each other back and help each other out, we just will become a better community because of it. So I love Rockwall for that. My friends, all my customers. To be honest with you, that's all. That's one word. Our customers, our guests. That's what makes it fun for me. Like I said, we're choosing Rockwall. Like, I get to see the same people. We have probably 70-80% repeated clientele. So they become like family. They know my kids. I know their kids. I know their families, and they become part of family. So to me, every day that I open up, it's kind of like having to get together at my house with a bunch of my friends over. So that's what makes it so much fun. Yeah, just want to tell Rockwall for all 7 years. We just celebrated our 8th-year anniversary, and you know, when I got this, this one was a pretty emotional one, going through COVID, because you know, we came pretty close not being here. So this one just made it that much more special. We made it, but we wouldn't have made it without this community's love and support. We wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here talking to anybody without. At the end of the day, I'm just a bartender. So everybody's love and support, you know, their loyalty, their, you know, I was able not to tell a single one of my employees that they no longer have a job or had to cut their hours. I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic to live here. I'm ecstatic to serve this community and call on you all my friends. So come see us.